Okay, I'm just gonna start yapping because I keep wandering around and like fixing things in the studio and fixing my hair. I have been putting off making YouTube videos for many years. My name is Maddie. I should probably start with that. I am an artist. I make fairy, mushroom, whimsical fantasy things. And I have been wanting to start vlogging and sharing more of my like behind the scenes, what I get up to in a day in the life, week in the life. I just had a great therapy session like an hour ago, which is the reason why I'm finally doing this. I want to yap a little bit about that. Oh man, I'm nervous, guys. I've been on this journey of creative self-discovery pretty intensely. I mean, for the last few years since I started sharing my work online, but particularly within the last year or two, condensed into the last year, I've been trying to really figure out who I am and what I want to make and explore outside of the stuff that I've been doing for a long time. And it's been hard. It's been a hard past couple years. I have not been making ends meet super well. I don't really have the capacity to work a typical full-time job. And a lot of people in my life have been like, well, you should get a part-time job. Yeah, but I'm gonna try this first. I know that, monetization and whatnot doesn't happen overnight. Right now, this isn't even about money. This is just about me doing my damn thing and getting back into my body and feeling like myself and expressing my authenticity. We'll figure out the rest from there. What I was yapping with my therapist about was essentially this like mental circle that I find myself going in, where I want to express myself authentically, but I have all sorts of conditions for that. Like even right now, I have been avoiding making videos because I haven't re-dyed my hair in a long time. It's like mostly natural at this point, other than a little bit of blue, and I want to have it fully dyed. But that doesn't define who I am. That doesn't change the way that I show up. It's just my hair color. I've been wanting to get my nose pierced for a while. I haven't had the funds to do so. And I felt like I couldn't make YouTube videos until I dyed my hair and got my nose pierced, got new glasses. I'm still rocking the very first pair of glasses that I ever got in high school. And I only wear them when I'm sitting at my desk. I never wear them out into the world, and my prescription has changed so much. It's kind of librarian vibes at this point. I want to go for like big like circle, or no, heart. I want to go for like big heart shaped glasses. I think that those would be fun. But yeah, all of those things I was just like nitpicking myself on, saying that I shouldn't or couldn't start making videos until I had my avatar totally decorated. I had myself looking exactly how I wanted to look, and then I could start showing up. And that was the problem, is I kept giving myself conditions. When this happens, then I'll be able to be authentic. But then I realized this is the way. This is how I get to that point, is just making myself really uncomfortable and standing in front of a camera and talking and not really knowing what to say. I do know what to say. I just get scared when it happens in front of a camera. Putting myself in those uncomfortable situations where I am presented with a wonderful opportunity to grow and become more authentic and become more confident and be more grounded in who I am. And so that's what we're doing here today, is I'm gonna make a YouTube video and I'm gonna edit it and I'm gonna post it, and then we're just gonna see what happens. Because if nobody sees it, then nobody sees it. And if 10 people see it, then 10 entire people have seen me starting off on this grand adventure. And I can look back on this moment and be like, aw, you were so nervous. And me in the future will be like, wow, I'm so confident and sexy and awesome and creative and powerful and financially stable, etc. So this is for me in the future. I'm doing this for me in the future because I kept waiting to wake up and my life would be solved, and that's not gonna happen. I have to do it myself. So this is me doing it myself. Okay, I wanted to be sure I was still recording, but here's the situation. We're vlogging today. It's happening. This morning, I got up at 7 o'clock. That is way earlier than I usually get up. Our best friends are back in town from their month-long honeymoon road trip. Madison and Jason, love you guys. They were in town, so we got up and had breakfast with them, which is why I was able to wear clothes first thing in the day. I don't remember the last time I joined my weekly therapy session like with my hair done and my makeup done. She normally catches me like right as I roll out of bed. But I'm hoping that vlogging is going to keep me on track with my to-do list, because I feel like it's some sort of way for me to be able to hold myself more accountable, to be creating more and like doing more interesting things if I'm like sharing it with the world and like putting it out onto the internet. So yeah, things of the day: breakfast, did that. Therapy, that's done. I gotta eat some food. What am I gonna have? Probably have some ramen for lunch. And then I've got a commission that I need to finish. Here's what we're rocking with currently. He needs a lot more details done. I just baked him last night. I'm gonna finish that commission, and I've got to ship Patreon prints. This is for my print club for July, and also stickers. Y'all like stickers? You can join my monthly sticker club on Patreon. Bam. Very cute. I've got to ship prints and stickers, finish my commission, and what else do I have to do today? I don't know. Maybe I'll edit this video a little bit. We'll figure it out. Okay, I got nothing else to say right now. I'll check in with you later. Get out of here. Alright. Oh, there's so many things in my hands. The tripod that I got, I've got to show you guys this crazy tripod. It came with this little clicker. Oh man, should I do a tripod review? Does that make me a real YouTuber? Alright, put down the commission. We're gonna show off the tripod. Oh my god, I gotta use the clicker. Okay, I just realized, oh my god. Day one of trying to make YouTube videos. Girl, I'm gonna figure it out. I got too many things in my hands again. Can you hear me? We're just gonna have to hope that you can. I also hope that you can see me. You know what? First vlog, I think we're doing pretty good. So, it's like a selfie stick essentially, but then, this is where it gets crazy. So you can extend it and then like pivot this little thing. So maybe at like markets or something, you know, I can have this going and be like, hey guys, welcome to the market. Is that what people say in a vlog? Hey guys, what's up? But it gets even crazier because it gets long as hell and then it turns into a tripod. It turns into a full-length tripod. And so I can hold it or I can stand it somewhere. But that's tall. I'm 5'10", so this is pretty tall. Hell yeah. All right, tripod review is over. Back to business as usual. Oh my god, now I gotta close this up. I'll figure it out. I'm gonna turn off the, whoa, ready? All right, remembering to hit record on this mic is gonna drive me crazy. It's a DJI mic 2. But I only bought this piece. I only bought the mic piece. I didn't buy like the receiver because I did not have enough money. And the receiver is what makes the audio not sound terrible over Bluetooth. So I'm currently like, you see the little red light? I'm internally recording the audio on here. And then I'm going to have to sync it with the waveform of the video audio. I've never done that before. I took a class on how to use Premiere Pro in high school, and that was 10 years ago. So I don't remember how to do all that, but that's what YouTube is for. So we're gonna figure it out later. That can be a problem for me in the future. Right now, I'm just doing this. What we're gonna talk about. I made this little snail on a mushroom, and then he's gonna go in this jar. I've been doing a lot of like terrarium jars lately. And then he also has a little baby mushroom, which I have not assembled yet. But I realized last night, upon trying to fit the mushroom in the jar, it doesn't fit. My measurements were incorrect. So I'm gonna have to tweak him a little bit, cut a little off the bottom of the stem, and take some of the moss off the base, so that I can squeeze him in there comfortably in the jar. His little eye stalks are very fragile and they're gonna snap off in there if I don't fix that. So also, before I get rid of this cornstarch, I'll probably show you guys. I accidentally made a spore print. If you know anything about mycology, you can put a cap of a mushroom on a piece of tin foil and it leaves a spore print, and you can like scrape up the spores and then like inoculate it into different substrate to like make the mushroom grow. And I made a little spore print when I baked this mushroom with cornstarch, polymer clay fact, to ensure that the waviness of the cap stayed in place while it baked. I put a little pile of cornstarch and then baked the cap separate from the stalk, and it doesn't affect the finish of the clay once it comes out. Am I recording? Yes, I am. This is gonna drive me crazy. It doesn't affect the finish of the clay once it comes out, and then it helps, you know, like more fragile things like this stay in form as they bake, because as the clay gets hot, it just kind of like droops down, and I do not want the cap to be flat. So that's why I baked the cap separately from the stem and then attached it. There's your polymer clay school for the day. Anyways, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna record the process. I've been recording the process. After that, I'm going to bag up all of my Patreon sticker and print club stuff. This is really weird. I am always in my pajamas and I never have like my hair or makeup done during the day when I'm just at home working on stuff, nor am I yapping to the camera. So this is a new experience for everybody. All right, I'm using my little clicker. Okay guys, I have to come clean. Sometimes I put things in the process video that aren't exactly how they happen in the actual process. I'm so sorry. For example, I put this mushroom in for the process video to like show myself attaching it to the base, and I was not actually ready to do that. It doesn't have any glue on it, but I needed the clip for the process video. Everything you see online, fake, not real. This mushroom, non-existent, doesn't exist.